Well, it's been a little while. Castman, it's taking a little break, taking a little hiatus for right now. I'm not pumping out enough videos. YouTube doesn't like that so much. So, we're going to start making more videos here on Champions Card Club. My name is Cassidy. Today, we are talking about Phantasmal Flames. Now, look, the videos, they're not going to be so edited, okay? It just has to be that way. I think I'm going to do future videos with Castman involved, a little more high production, better quality all around for that. So, not all the time. I have to basically create content all the time. You guys are probably already aware of how that works, but I'm trying to get it going again. So, we're just going to do this for now so I can get the information to you so you can find out about the new sets that are coming down the line. And we're looking at Phantasmal Flames today, the Mega Evolution block number 2. So there are 2 Mega Evolution sets coming out. This is the second one. The first one is not even out yet. September 19th. We're going to go with September 19th. I'm pretty sure that's when it is, when it drops. That will be 2 weeks from now on that Friday. I will have some Mega Evolutions in stock. So I will be hopefully returning to the live streams on the 19th. Ideally, I return to live streams sooner. All part of the plan of trying to make things a little simpler so I can do more with less. Mega Evolutions, Phantasmal Flames with the Gengar, with the Charizard on the box. Insane. Charizard drops always around Christmas time. You're going to either have a Pikachu or a Charizard on your box because that's what's going to sell for the holiday season. And like clockwork, we do have our Charizard. This set is going to be insane. So this actually drops on November 14th. Pre-orders are this week. So there's actually news around that. If you did not see, essentially what happened is the Pokemon Center website is where this usually goes live. Your first shot at getting any of it at a decent price, but it sells out almost immediately. They've gotten really good about their bot measures and stopping the bots. But what has happened is today they did the release, or they loaded the product on the website, I should say, and botters were able to figure out how to purchase the product before it actually made it live to everyone else. I don't know exactly how that works. I'm going to assume they had like a draft, like they drafted the post and then they were scheduling it to go live later today, something like that. But however it worked, the bots were able to get something like 40,000, make 40,000 purchases of the Phantasmal Flames. Let's go back to Phantasmal Flames so you can see what I'm talking about. 40,000 purchases of this. Now, allegedly, the rumor mill is saying that they are refunding all of those. They're canceling all those orders. Believe that if you want. Believe the bot thing if you want. I do think that legitimately did get botted. I think they probably are refunding a lot of those orders just because the Pokemon Company sells out every single time they release anything. It's only going to give them negative PR if they just let the bots have all the product. It's just going to hurt their look. So they're already remedying that by refunding people or refunding all of the bot purchases, and they're going to have to come up with a way to get around that. I think maybe this drops tomorrow, but it is sometime this week, almost for sure. So you got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to try to get those orders in when it goes live. And if you're not part of a Discord, I recommend joining one of the Discords where people talk about the Pokemon trading card game. I have one right now. It's down in the description if you're interested in joining that. I can't say I always post when things go live because it's just me doing it. That is what it is. Let's have a look at some of these packs. So we have, of course, the Mega Charizard, which looks insane. The Gengar. Something to think about with this set. So look at Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike, yeah, it has a Mew, but really Gengar, the Gengar card is the star of the show. This having the Charizard in the Gengar is really insane. They don't usually put such two heavy hitters like this in a set as the stars. This is going to go fast. This is going to be hard to find, and there's a really big item coming up that I'm going to talk about that is going to be even more hard to find, which is the what's it called? Ultra premium collection. That is going to be very hard to find because it has a big Charizard on it. But let's keep going. You also have your Lopunny here and your Heracross, Mega Heracross, I'm guessing here. You got Sneasel. Sneasel is going to be excited about this. He's not here right now. You have Weevil, promos, triple blister packs. Cottony, man, they really got the Cottony and the Whimsicots pumping out in the blister packs. The Hydrapple, Blaziken, Phantasmal Flames booster bundle here. There's the Mega. You know, when I first saw the art, I didn't like it, but when I see it blown up like this, I think that looks cool. Here's your Charizard, your Gengar. In a sewer, it looks like. Where's Charizard hanging out? He's up in the rafters. They must be having beef. There's a Lopunny and the Heracross, both forest scenes, so, you know, maybe there. It's probably going to be pictures that are connected. Here it is, the Elite Trainer box. What's going to go live on the Pokemon Center this week is going to be the Pokemon Center version of the Elite Trainer box. So let's look at them side by side, see the big difference. Bro. What? Okay, so they just went with the classic. We're just going to scale up the image a little bit and slap that Pokemon Center logo on it. Here's a question. What's the Pokemon Center card? The exclusive card that you're going to find in the box. Here it is, the Charcadet. Not bad. He's watching some arena tournament going on, it looks like. What do we got over here? Okay, so this is what is in your Elite Trainer box. You got your dividers, your sleeves, Mega Charizard coin, some dice. This is going to be hard to find, guys. Ah, man, this is going to be this is going to be hard to find. So here we have the Charizard, Mega Charizard X, EX, Ultra Premium Collection. Again, the release date for this is November 14th. This is also going to feature a promo. I don't know if this is exclusive to this box, but if it is, Lord help us. That is going to be, I mean, it doesn't even matter if that's exclusive or not. This is going to be insanely hard to find. You thought the Prismatic Evolutions was hard to find? I don't know. This might be on a whole nother level. It might really be on a whole nother level. So that's what we see here for Fantasmal Flames. This is all the information we have so far. A lot of the cards are already released that will be in this set in the Japanese versions. So I will make a video covering those cards so you can see what's coming down the line if you're going to be hyped about the set. It's obviously going to be a huge set. There's no question about it, especially with the holiday seasons. It's troubling to think about the hype around this. Something else to consider about this set as compared to, Prismatic Evolutions. This is going to have only 120 cards. So there's 6 Mega Evolutions featuring Charizard, Gengar, Deontay, Lopunny, Heracross, Sharpedo. Really, 2 of them people care about, Charizard X and the Gengar. There's going to be 4 Pokemon EX, 13 illustration rares. So only 13. There's going to be 17 ultra rares. Mega Evolution Pokemon EX Trainer Energy Ultra Rares. Those are what those are. 5 special illustration rares, which 5 special illustration rares. These are going to feature the Mega Evolutions. It's also going to include supporter cards. So, to me, that doesn't sound like that many. 10 trainer cards. This is the smallest set in the last 8 years, I think I read. Smallest set in years. It contains 94 cards before the secret rares. So this is going to be the smallest set that has been released in the last 8 years, which is honestly kind of a welcome change after Prismatic Evolutions, after 151, after Black and White. I mean, these are hard to complete sets. Let's have a look over here at the Japanese cards that I was talking about. So here is what the pack looks like for the Mega set. And don't forget, we are about to have a different Mega set. Here's a Mega Gengar EX Mega Battle Deck. Here's the Deontay. Here's Mega Gengar EX Mega Battle Deck. Level 2. So if you're not super familiar with the game, maybe pick up a level 1 deck before you get in. Mega Deontay EX. Here is the Haunter illustration rare. I think this is kind of a weird card that they put Haunter in a jungle like that. So as I was saying before, here's the information. For the last 11 years, Charizard has been the star of each block's second or third set. So since this is the second set of Mega Evolutions, there's only 2. I guess put Charizard in it. This is going to be the case. And the past versions of this was back in XY. Flash Fire. Look at that. You got your Mega Charizard on the top and bottom of the box. Here in Sun and Moon, Burning Shadows, Sword and Shield, Darkness Ablaze, Obsidian Flames. You probably have seen Obsidian Flames. If you're newer, you may have seen Darkness Ablaze if you've been around a little bit. I'm going to guess most of you guys have not seen X and Y and Burning Shadows. Or I should say Flash Fire and Burning Shadows. If you're wondering, how much is the Mega Charizard X EX Ultra Premium Collection that has been revealed? $120. This comes out the same day as Fantasmal Flames releases. So inside, you have some pretty nice things, okay? You're going to have, oh my God. Come on. Not only the promo, but the sleeves, the metal coin, the playmat, the deck box. Ooh, oh boy. And then you got they got Journey Together in here. They got Destined Rivals. Again, they don't really go. I wish these premium, ultra premium collections had just the cards from that set. That's what I would like. So 2 Surging Sparks, 4 Journey Together, 4 Destined Rivals. What is that? 4 Mega Evolutions and 4 Fantasmal Flames. Kind of a weird play to go. I guess that is normally what they do, like Scarlet and Violet era was called Scarlet and Violet, the first set. Mega Evolution era, Mega Evolution is the first set. So that's what they're going with. I think it's kind of weird in a 2 set increment to do that, but hey, whatever. There's one of the promos inside. Ooh, this is going to be so hard to find. And the metal coin on top. It's going to be a crazy set. With the release of the Japanese products, they are releasing some of these deck boxes, which this is really cool. The Mega Gengar and the sleeves here. The Deontay sleeves as well. This Pikachu. I actually like this idea a lot. I'm surprised it's taken this long to get to this point, but I do welcome this. This little binder, this little collector where you can display your cards. This is literally the problem that I typically have with having a binder, is that your binder just sits stored away and you can't look at any of the stuff that you have. That's one reason I like having all the sealed product, because I like to, if I'm going to have it, I want to be able to see it. And this is a good way to be able to look at your cards in a sort of, nice way to display them. I know people have their slabs. That's fine. I have comments and concerns and questions and answers about slabbing. Maybe I'll do a video about that in PSA. And it is what it is. It's just, you can either love it or hate it, think it is a scam or not a scam. I'm not going to get into all of it, but it is currently the system that everyone has collectively agreed upon that we use in the hobby. So that's what it is. One other thing I want to bring up is that this set is delayed in Europe. It's also apparently delayed here in the United States only because of the issues I talked about earlier with the bots. So be on the lookout this week for this. Hopefully for you guys this week, you got your hands on some Prismatic Evolutions as well. Came out. A lot of scalper news around that. Really, my experience with Sam's Club was very good, very legit. You walk up, they hand you a ticket. They scanned your membership. So then you go inside. They scan your membership to see if you had bought the product before. If you'd already bought it, they're going to say, no, I can see in your account that you've bought the product. So you get the ticket at the front. You go to the booth. They have employees watching the product literally like in a booth. So people aren't jumping over each other, fighting, whatever. And everybody can get their allocation. And that's that. Very smooth, very nice, great. But there are videos of people who bought out entire pallets. There are people that bought $5,000 worth of memberships and walked up to the front and had all the memberships lined up and said, here we go. Here's all of my memberships. Give me 2 for each membership, and bought out entire pallets of Prismatic Evolutions. It happened actually in the state of Kansas, which is right next to where I live, so I literally know people who were affected by this, who went to go get it, did not get it because it was all gone. Because of that, all of these companies are starting to move in a direction of trying to reduce the public relations, the PR damage that is being done to them by this system, by, all the scalpers. Because right now there's a lot of content creators. And I'm not really one of them, but there are a lot of them. And I mean, not that I haven't tried to get views from scalpers. Trust me, people love clicking on scalpers. But there are lots of people whose entire YouTube channels kind of revolve around, or their content in general, Facebook, whatever, revolve around kind of the FOMO scalper stuff and getting you to rage click on stuff. So I don't know where that's going to go, because it's definitely on decline, which is good. I've been saying that since way back that, once the stores start limiting, they're going to solve the problem. And yeah, there's little, like these guys found a workaround, it's per membership, and they bought 1 billion memberships. Because this has become big news, they're going to be working actively to stop this from happening in the future. And it'll eventually get to where the scalping stories it kind of die down. Like, yeah, you'll see, of course, on your Facebooks, on eBay, blah, 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 like, oh, these are for sale and they just bought them. But if they're only doing it at two at a time, eventually they're going to get tired of that. It's not going to really be worth their time or their energy or their money or any of that. And I think things will kind of level out. Now, that being said, with this Charizard set, I think we're not in for that ending anytime soon. Probably after the holidays, you got to consider after the holidays, we're going to be going into that brand new block. So megas are going to be done. Those are simply tied to the game, Pokemon Legends ZA, which I'm also in the works on getting that set up so I can stream that as well. But once Legends ZA is done, the brand new full-fledged Pokemon game comes out. That is going to have a full 11, 12 sets dedicated to it, like Sword and Shield, like Scarlet and Violet. So we're on the Mega stepping stone. That's another reason they can do the Charizard and Gengar together, the Megas, because I don't know if it's going to be Megas in this next big series. I'm thinking it probably won't be, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to say for sure because they're going to have all that information, all those assets that they made for the game that they can easily dump into the next game. So it would make me think that, yeah, they're going to keep Megas going, but who knows? We're just going to have to wait till we get there. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you have not, and I will see you in the next video.